What's up, everybody? Every year for the past 5 years we've been getting stink bugs, and they're driving my wife crazy, and it drives me crazy because I have to live with it. So if you don't want to use an insecticide, I suggest you not use this stuff. If you want to use some natural remedy, like soapy water will kill a stink bug if you spray it directly on there. They breathe through the bottom of their stomach or something, and the soap breaks the surface tension down, and it gets in there and basically drowns them to death. They'll die within like 30 seconds to a minute. They'll drown. But I can't go out there and spray each individual stink bug, and that's a pain in the neck. But so that's why I got this stuff. This stuff is a professional insecticide, and you ever see the booklets that you open up on certain stuff like Roundup or any other bug killer or something like that? It's usually one or two, 3 pages long. Look at this sucker. It's a 71-page booklet. It tells you everything. This stuff is very, very strong. I used it. I went out and sprayed. I put a scarf on my face because I didn't have a dust mask. I wore eye protection. I wore a hat. I wore gloves. I wore a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and shoes. I didn't do it barefoot. I put it in a pump sprayer. I put about 2 ounces and I mean, you only need like a quarter of an ounce per gallon, but I accidentally put about an ounce in 2 gallons. And I used my pump sprayer, and if whatever container you use, whatever pump sprayer you use, they say rinse it out 3 times. And I went out and sprayed my entire house. And then don't let your animals outside, because they say let it dry on your house, and it'll last 3 months. And then any bugs, spiders, insects, pretty much any kind of insect that you think of is going to die. So I got it basically for stink bugs. They say you can use it indoors too, but just if you have ostriches or possums running around inside your house, let it dry first, and then they're fine. Same way with outside. Let it dry, and then you can let your dogs out and do whatever they want to do. And another thing, the active ingredient it's called bifenthrin or something. And this stuff is 7.9%. And if you go to other bug stuff companies, it's like 0.02% or something like that. It's so little. And this I got, it's Talstar, a professional insecticide, and I got it off eBay for this pint. I could probably make a couple 100 gallons. It costs about $30 or $40 for this pint. And it has, I only had to use a quarter of an ounce, but I ended up using a whole ounce and 2 gallons of water. Well, like I said, I sprayed the entire house, and by the next day, I come home from work, I'd seen on my deck there was this spider that went down its web and just hung there and died. And then I had the stink bugs. They're walking. I got to sweep off stink bugs off the deck every day because we got hundreds of them. And I seen there was another spider that, the spiders that make the nest, and then inside they have a hole that they come out and get the bugs or whatever that lands in their nest, in their web. I sprayed that thing and everything when I was spraying, and it actually came out of its hole and died in his web, along with one right around the 4x4 post. There was another one there. That thing died too. So they walk across it and it dies. I know spiders are beneficial. They eat all kinds of nuisance bugs like mosquitoes and all kinds of other crap that you don't want in your house, but I'm getting rid of everything. And if you don't want to use an insecticide, use your, like I said, more safe product. You can use it. Don't use this stuff near, there's all kinds of stuff in here. And don't use it around domestic animals. Like I said, it has to dry first. There's all kinds of crap that you have to read in this big thick, there's 71 pages. It's a lot to read. So like, just wear a lot of protection. After I sprayed the whole house and everything, I took everything off and I washed everything. I didn't want anything overspray on me, and I didn't get it in my eyes or anything, but I had eye protection. But this stuff is really good. If you want to get rid of bugs and get rid of them for 3 months at a time, which is good because you use it in the late summers when the stink bugs usually start coming out. And when they start coming in the house, this gets them when they walk across it. Before they get into your cracks and everything, come into your house, they'll die. I also would say spray around your furnace vents, because you're not running your furnace in the summertime, and that's how they get inside your house too. So I would spray around all the vents on top of your roof and everything. So there you go. If you want to kill some bugs and not be Mr. Nice Guy about it, being environmentally safe, just use some of this stuff. And there's a lot of precautions in this thing. So just if you see some kids walking around, you might want to warn them when you're spraying this stuff. Or if you see some animals, you might want to chase it off when you're spraying this stuff. As long as it's wet, that's where they say it's bad. So it dries pretty quick. I'd say within a half an hour, it'll be dried. So you're pretty safe. And this stuff has some numbers on the back. I don't know what the heck it is. It says the active ingredient is made in China, formulated in the USA, and it has the EPA code, all kinds of stuff on it. And it's harmful if swallowed, inhaled, absorbed through the skin, avoid contact with skin, eye, clothing, avoid breathing, spray mist, wash with soap and water after handling and eating, drinking, chewing gum, using tobacco, remove contaminated clothing, and wash before reuse, and all kinds of stuff. This is just on the back of this crap. And like I said, you only need like a quarter of an ounce of this stuff. So if you buy a bunch of it and you have some other friends that or people that have a problem with bugs, spray their house too. What the hell? So there you go. If you want to kill some bugs and not be Mr. Nice Guy, get some Talstar. And I did see a lot of reviews on this stuff on YouTube, and they say it works great. So on mosquitoes too. So there you go. Get some Talstar, kill some bugs. Thanks for watching.